Hello guys, hello everybody, this is Chp.1 and welcome back to some more Fire Emblem. In the last episode we had started off on this adventure, meeting Lyn and a girl from the plains. In this episode, we're going to be moving on to Chapter 1, Footsteps of Fate. If you like what you see, leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to say. Subscribe to me if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can enjoy this for themselves. I don't know why I'm having such trouble with my own introduction. So yes, in the last episode we had met Lyn. In this episode we're going to be moving on to meeting a couple of more characters. I think I did pretty well in trying to explain everything. The apprentice tactician Robert and young sword fighter Lyn. A strange pair on an even stranger journey. To prepare for the long road ahead, they go to Bulgar, the commercial center of Sakai. Unbeknownst to Lyn, she will discover something that will alter her life forever. Robert, over here. This is Bulgar, the biggest city in all of Sakai. We should purchase supplies for our journey. Oh, my heart, what a... Oh. Oh, my heart, what a dazzling vision of loveliness. Wait, oh beauteous one. Would you not favor me with your name, or better yet, your company? Where are you from, Sir Knight, that you speak so freely to a stranger? Ha! I thought you'd never ask. I was from Lycia. I hail from the Kaelin canton, home to men of passion and fire. Should that be home to callow oafs with loose tongues? Oh, you're even lovely when you're cruel. Let's go, Robert. I have nothing more to say. Wait, please. Sane, hold your tongue! Ah, Kent, my boon companion, why so severe in expression? If your manner were more serious, I wouldn't have to be so severe. We still have a mission to complete, Sane. I know that, but how can I remain silent in the presence of such beauty? It would have been discourteous. What do you know of courtesy? Excuse me, you're blocking the road. If you'd be so kind as to move your horses... Of course, my apologies. Thank you. You, at least, seem honorable enough. Pardon me, but I feel we've met before. I beg your pardon? Hey, no fair, Kent. I saw her first. It seems there are no decent men amongst Lycia's knights. Let's go, Robert. I've run out of patience. Oh, wait, please, it's not like that. Saying you lout. Huh? Not like that. I thought you were... I am not you. Come, we must follow her. I suspect she might be... be what? She's our mission? You're joking. Wait! Run! We're being pursued! Could it be from those knights from town? No, it's not them. These men are out for blood. Aren't you the pretty one? Your name is Lindis, is it not? Oh, what did you call me? Who are you? That's such a waste, an absolute waste. The things I do for gold. Oh, well, time to die, darling. Come on out, boys. Oh, no, there are more that I can handle, but I'll not give up. Hey, there she is. Huh? What? We finally caught up. Oh, hold you there. What's your business? Such numbers against a girl? Cowards, every one of you. You're from... we can discuss that later. It appears these ruffians mean to harm you. If it's a fight they want, let them look to me. Stand back, I can take care of this. No, this is my fight. Stay out of my way. Well, I can't stand here and do nothing. I have a solution. You there, command us. I'm Kent, a knight of Lycia. My companion is Sane. I don't think he's really sane, but whatever. I follow your orders into this battle. Is this acceptable, my lady? Yes, it is. Robin and I will lead. Let's go. Unfortunately, we don't get some of the special dialogue, I guess you can say, that we might get from other modes, but it is tutorial, and I don't want to waste time with that. Alright, so, Sane and Kent are Cavaliers. They usually have more speed and, more movement, initially. And they come with lances. And vulnerary, as you can see with Kent, his sword mastery level is higher than his spears, and with Sane is the opposite. However, since we are dealing with brigands, we do have to use the sword, and unfortunately, I think, if I'm not correct, in the normal game, you'll be directed to move your units somewhere. Sane is going to be a big oaf and try to use a spear, and then Kent is going to give him an extra sword. In hard mode, I don't think that applies, but we'll see. Just give me a minute. I'm just trying to remember, because, like, it's been a long time since I used, yeah, so, in this mode, in all other modes, Kent would usually give Sane a sword after representing the weapon triangle, but Sane is actually at a disadvantage now, so we're going to try not to use him as much. However, we will do this. These are forest tiles. They will give higher avoid and higher defense, and it's usually a good idea just to use them. Either way, I'm going to actually just use Lyn, because I know I'm going to be using Lyn a lot, since she is the main lord. The way that this works is that eventually you'll come across the battle preparation screen, and with the battle preparation screen you can choose your units, but your main lord always has to be in the fight. You see, I don't know if I'm going to use Kent or Sane yet. I don't know if I'm going to use either one. Just because sometimes they don't level up to be quite so good. To put it in simpleton terms, I guess. However, Kent is... okay, Kent is not. Also, Cavaliers have a hard time when dealing with different terrains. That includes forest and mountains. Their movement will be hindered in situations like that, and they can climb these hills, but it's only going to be one space at a time instead of an alternate. So. But seems Sane is kind of leading the pack right now in terms of usefulness. I mean, he's hitting with the spear, which I didn't... oh, no. No, anything below like a 50 is kind of like off limits. Let's give him some experience. trying to decide what I wanted to do, but yeah, Lynn. I want to get Lynn experience early, so she's not going to be like crappy later on. Set and Kane I could really care less about, but or Kent Insane. God damn it! Why do I keep switching up their names? Now, with bosses like this, there are such things as moving bosses, but for the most part, the bosses, which will have the kind of shields icon flashing with them, they usually won't move from their spots, and depending on what they have, like here he has an iron axe, but we're going to come across a weapon later called a hand axe, which can actually attack from 2 spaces away, like a javelin or a magic attack, for those of us that are familiar with Fire Emblem. Do this, so just using this, we can get to either side of him and be able to attack that. Oh yeah, be able to be safe that way. There's also such a thing, I mean, there's arena abuse, which I'll get into later on, but there's also a thing as boss abuse. Unfortunately with this boss it doesn't work, because he's not on like a castle tile, but later we'll encounter bosses which will heal up before every turn. If you can use that to your advantage to gain a lot of experience if you don't get your units killed. Also, what you saw there is that if you have like a unit and like, oh, I guess we can get into rescuing now. So Ken's constitution is 9. But Lynn's is 4, so therefore he can actually rescue her, like that, and he can carry her around. Also, the thing with Cavaliers is if they don't attack something, or they don't use up all their spaces, and they go into like another action, like going into a shop or healing up or something like that, they can actually move again the remaining movement spaces, or up to the remaining movement spaces. So we can do this, wait, and then you can take and drop in under their space, but while doing that, the character that you're carrying, it'll act as their turn as well. So, with all of that in mind, and I hope that wasn't much of a confusing explanation, level 2, let's actually start attacking instead of explaining everything. Accursed knights, always tampering in others' affairs. We're gonna do that, and we're actually gonna end it off because I want Sane to gain a level, and then Lynn will finish it off. Kent, that's Kent, the one with the barber, or I don't know what, oh, whatever. Gain HP and resistance, that's alright. Like I said, I prefer like speed, because then he can start double attacking, but whatever. Also, when you defeat a boss, you can gain up to 90, either 99 or 100 experience. Basically, it's a guaranteed level up. I wonder if that's the thing here. Blast! I was only supposed to be a lone girl. I could have taken them all on my own. Nice. Strength, speed, skill, and resistance. That's the last of them. Fantastic work, Robert. And now for these Knights of Lycia. You were going to share your story with me? Yes. We adventured from Kaelin in Lycia in search of someone. Lycia? That's the country beyond the mountains in the southwest, isn't it? Correct. We've come across as messengers to the Lady Madeline, who eloped with a nomad some 19 years ago. Madeline? I'm not going to do voices for every single character, because there are way too many characters in order to do a voice for... I will do it for Lynn, though. Our Lord of the Marquis? I never realized, I never actually figured out how to pronounce that word. Marcus? I'm going to say Marquis. Our Lord the Marquis of Kaylin's only daughter. He was heartbroken his own daughter would abandon him so. Eventually the Marquis simply declared he had no daughter. And then this year we received a letter from Lady Madeline. It said that she, her husband, and their daughter were living happily on the Chp Plains. The Marquis was ecstatic to learn he had a granddaughter of 18 years. I remember the smile on his face when he announced that he'd suddenly become a grandfather. The granddaughter's name is Lindis. This was also the name of the Marquis's wife, who passed away at an early age. Lindis. That she should bear this name thawed the Marquis' heart. Now his only wish is to meet his daughter's family at least once. This is why we're here. We didn't know that the Lady Madeline died a few days after sending her letter. We only learned of this shortly after we arrived here in Bulgar. But we also learned all was not lost. Her daughter yet lives. We heard that she was living alone on the plains. I knew it immediately. You are the Lady Lindis. Why would you think that? Your resemblance to your departed mother is remarkable. What? Did you know you're my mother? I'm sorry to say I never met her directly, but I saw her portraits in Castle Kaylin. To the rest of my tribe, I was always Lynn, but when I was with my parents, when it was just the three of us, I was Lindis. It's all so strange. I was all alone in the world, and now I have a grandfather. Lindis. I never thought I would hear that name again. Oh, wait! That bandit, he called me Lindis too! What? How could he have... He was a henchman of Lord Lundgren, wasn't he? Lundgren? Who's that? He's the Marquis' younger brother. Everyone assumed the Lady Madeline was gone forever. This made Lord Lundgren heir to the Marquis' title. To be bluntly, milady, your existence is an obstacle to your granduncle's ambitions. But I have no interest in inheriting any title. And unfortunately, your granduncle is not the sort of man to believe that. I believe that the attempts on your life will persist. What should I do? Accompany us to Kaylin. Continuing on this way is dangerous. I feel I have little choice. I will go with you. Robert, I'm sorry. This changes everything. What will you do, Robert? You want me to decide? Of course, your companionship would do me much ease to my journey, but it's going to be so dangerous. I'll go along. This isn't my first rodeo, you know. Well, you might not know, but whatever. You'll come? Are you sure? Thank you. Let me ask once again for your friendship and your aid. Alright. So, now we actually have a story and a backstory to who Lindis is. And we've gained 2 other companions, Kent and Sane. In the next episode of Fire Emblem, we are going to be moving on to Chapter 2, Swords of the Spirits. I will see you guys.